As a medical doctor, I'm frequently asked about the medical effects of hemp products. Cannabidiol, or CBD, is the primary naturally occurring medical compound in hemp. Like THC, CBD is a cannabinoid, but its effects are markedly different from THC. CBD is completely non-psychoactive and actually blocks some of the intoxicating effects of THC. There is mounting evidence that hemp-derived extracts containing CBD provide anti-inflammatory and analgesic benefits. Physicians are increasingly recommending CBD as a complementary and alternative therapy for relief from symptoms such as pain, inflammation, stress, and anxiety. In particular, CBD appears to provide significant benefit with respect to chronic pain.
Hi, my name is Peter. I'm 52 years old, and I wanted to tell you how I very successfully treated my type 2 diabetes and obesity problem by digesting cannabis oil. In August of 2011, I went in for my regular 12-hour blood sugar fast test. The tests were 12%. That's 3 times too high. I was on 8 pills a day, 4 metformin and 4 dimacron. The family doctor told me that there was nothing more he could do, and he was sending me to a diabetic specialist. The diabetic specialist told me I was leaking 12 grams of protein out of my kidneys every day, and that he was sending me to a kidney specialist. Obviously, the medicine's not working, so I decided to try alternative methods to treating my type 2 diabetes. And I discovered what scientists call the endocannabinoid system. A small film by Sanofi Aventis Pharmaceutical Company claiming that the endocannabinoid system is in charge of body sensitivity to insulin and sugar levels. I saw a statement from Dr. Robert Melamine, PhD in biology, claiming that cannabis oil can treat autoimmune diseases. I came across Rick Simpson of phoenixtears.ca. On his site is recipes for how to make the oil and how much to take. In 6 weeks' time, I went from this guy to this guy. The next fast test, which was at the end of November, showed that my blood sugar was 4.5%. I had to stop taking my pills in the middle of November because my blood sugar had gone below 4%. What you're seeing here is 2 pictures taken a year apart. August 2011 and August 2012. I am 50 plus pounds lighter. My diabetes has not been over 10% since November. You know, it took me less than 2 weeks to figure out how to cure my diabetes and obesity. I'm not suggesting there's been a suppression of evidence, but maybe a lack of interest because there's no money in it. I'm urging doctors in Canada and the States to research themselves on the endocannabinoid system. Make your decisions on science-based evidence. The evidence is all out there on the endocannabinoid system. It's an incredible part of our biology, and it should be learned by every doctor. Thank you.
So what we found, the major finding, is that if you combine CBD with THC, you actually enhance the anti-cancer effects of THC. It's been previously reported that THC was effective at inhibiting aggressive brain cancers in vivo, and this, what they call preclinical data, led to a small clinical trial in Spain. So there's been quite a bit of literature suggesting that if you combine cannabinoids, actually different components of cannabinoids, THC and other similar compounds that similar in structure, that you might be able to enhance the activity of that individual compound. So this is the hypothesis that we worked with. We screened a variety of cannabinoids and against many different types of cancers. And from that screen, we found that this compound called cannabidiol, which happens to be the second most abundant cannabinoid in the plant cannabis, was actually the most active compound when we were testing its ability to inhibit many different types of aggressive cancers. So we combined this compound along with THC in culture dishes of aggressive brain cancer cells. And what we found is we got a synergistic improvement in the ability of THC to not only inhibit the growth of these aggressive brain cancer cells, but also to cause programmed cell death, which is very important because you actually want to kill these tumor cells so they don't have the ability to grow back. And so that's really the major finding. And also within that, we were able to find specific molecular mechanisms that might explain why combining the two compounds makes for a more efficient treatment. And so we're hoping maybe to use that finding to potentially improve treatments, not only in aggressive brain cancer, but perhaps in other aggressive cancers.
So everyone's going to say, great, that means if I have brain cancer or some other cancer, I can just smoke a joint and I'm
Right.
good, right?
Well, based on the studies in culture and also in vivo, the data suggests that really in order for the compounds to be active, you have to use quite a high concentration. And you wouldn't be able to reach that concentration by smoking the compound. It really needs to be a direct administration. In fact, in the small clinical trial, they used infusion pumps that were put directly into the brain so they can infuse the compound right directly to the tumor. And that way they were able to